friends, and welcome back. And today I'll be playing with my Glacial 112, aka the WZ112, which is a Chinese tier 8 premium. It is the second Chinese tier 8 premium to be added to the game. It's the third Chinese tank to be added to the game. And it's a premium tank. It should earn money, and I need it, 169,000 credits. So let's play some battles. We are on Port Bay, bottom tier. Oh, that sucks. This thing here has a 1500 health, which is the same as the IS-3, more than the IS-6, and less than the IS-3 Defender, which means that it's pretty average for this type of tank. I mean, this is basically a Soviet tier 8 heavy. That's basically what it is. It has 120 millimeters of frontal hull armor, but that's only the upper slope, which is very nice when it's top tier, but without angling, it can be overmatched, especially if they're shooting down on you. But the lower plate's just horrific. It's awful, really bad. It's a massive weak spot. So always shoot these things in the lower plate. Yeah, typical accuracy for 122 millimeters. It has 80 millimeters side armor, which is 10 millimeters less than that thing right there, that Defender. Yeah, but, it's still effective. The Lurver has, I believe, the same amount. Maybe I'm just confused. Do we have a shot here? Oh, wow. Yep. Typical accuracy. It has 60 millimeters of rear armor. Rear armor is not that important because if the enemy is shooting you in the rear, you just did something wrong. I just got shot from that guy. Yeah, 80 millimeters side armor, and one thing notice, unlike the Defender and the normal IS-3, this thing does not have a pike nose. So, in theory, it's easier to angle. I just switched to HE instead of heat. That was stupid. Turret-wise, this thing has 240 millimeters on the front, but these cupolas are weak spots. Unfortunately, you can see the Defender, it does not have a cupola weak spot like this thing does. And this thing has two of them because it's special like that. Yep. Then it's got 130 on the sides, but once again, Soviet style, it's an upside down frying pan, so it is sloped. And then it's got 60 on the rear of the turret, which means getting shot in the side rear of the turret means that you're going to die pretty quickly. So just don't get shot there. Moving on, it has 40, wow, it weighs 46.8 tons with what I run on it. It has a 638 horsepower engine with what I run on it, which is provisions, which I normally don't run on my tier 8 premiums. It has a 32 kilometer an hour top speed, which is fairly fast for a tier 8 heavy. That was a nice shot. Didn't take any return fire, that's even better. I guess that guy had a downwards angle on my upper glacis. It has it has 34.15 degrees per second traverse on its hull with what I run on it. If I were to run, no, I'm not going to get around there. If I were to run both speed provisions instead of using the one that gives better crew, I could probably bump up my traverse by maybe 0.2 or 3. That's not really the greatest. It's got a 32.26 degrees per second turret traverse. Yeah. which means that this thing's can move its gun at 66 degrees a second. Come on, T-34, quit blocking. Now it's a 3v2. I'm gonna shoot this guy. I was lucky to have that bounce. I have fired 2 of my 5 heat, which isn't uncommon in this thing, but we'll get there eventually. And he's dead. It has well, according to the Blitz Assistant app, it has a 12.61 power to ratio, but that doesn't factor in equipment or anything like that. And I'm a bit concerned about the credibility of that app, even though it's produced by Wargaming, because it says this thing has a 3.1 second aim time. No. Let's play another battle. I made cool almost 60,000. Top tier supremacy, Oasis Palms. It has, this is hilarious because its name is the 112, shortened version of its name. It has an 11.2 second reload with what I run, which is rammer vents. I believe I run VStab, and both crew improvement provisions. So, that's kind of funny, 11.2 second reload on a tank called a 112. And that means a 5.37 rounds per minute. And then its penetration, 175 millimeters with AP, which is the same as the IS-6 if you use the gun that Grant was the original gun on it, the one that had AP, APCR, and AG, and has better DPM. But unlike the IS-6, this thing has 270 millimeters of heat penetration, which is the same as the heat penetration on the other gun for the IS-6, which, that is an impressive number for, it's the same as the Defender, the IS-6, and the KV-5's heat. Please move. This Type 59 is dead. They have a Helsing, don't they? Yes, they do. Oh, there's a Blaze WC. The other tank from this event, which I would like to get, but I'm not shelling out 10,000 gold for it. Ooh, that shot, though. And 61 millimeters of penetration with HE. In theory, is it 61 or did I put that down wrong? Who knows? If it is 61, this thing in theory can pen itself with HE because it's got 60 millimeters of rear armor. And that is 61 millimeters of penetration. Yep, there was that turret. He did not. Well, the Blaze doesn't have great stats on its gun for a tank destroyer. It has 400 average damage with AP and heat, and 500 with HE. Typical 122 damage. That's typical 122 accuracy. This guy's gonna die. Is it gonna be worth it to kill him? It's always worth it to get a kill. I need to turn around and face these guys. Great. And I took another damaging hit. This prototype is going to be a threat because he can easily pen, but he's dead. That's good. I'm trying to angle against this IS-3, but I exposed too much on my side. Gonna switch to heat and go right through his lower glacis. I am now easily killed. That guy did pen me. He's gonna ram me to death. Yep. I don't believe I did 662 with ramming damage, but if I did, that's amazing. Where were we? We were at damage. Now we're on dispersion. With what I have, which is basically the best dispersion reload and all that you can get on this with any equipment or provision to let out. I have 0.38. Wow, I always read that wrong. 0.381 dispersion at 100 meters. That's worse than my Defender, I believe. I don't look at my Defender stats enough, having played 1,600 battles in it. So, we might win to points, but then again, it has a 6-second aim time. So the Blitz Assistant app is incorrect when it says 3.1. In-game, it says 6-second aim time. I don't know which one's wrong, but yeah. 70, 60, 50 points. And gun depression elevation, it has 6 degrees of depression, which is really decent for a tank like it. You know, the defender has 5. I'm not sure if he's saying that. I have no clue what the defender has. I haven't looked at its stats in forever. It has 6 degrees of depression. Wow, a cool 72,000 profit. Top on team. GG Lurver, you must have, yeah, 500 victory points. Look at that, almost double my team score with on XP. Yeah, that's a really nice credit profitability. Wow. I want to see what that Helsing did. He did ram me for 662 damage. Wow. Wow. So I should have reacted a bit better than that. And the final stat that it has, a 258.6 meter view range. View range on Soviet Tier 8 heavies and most Soviet heavies. I'm grouping this with a Soviet heavy because that's basically what it is. It's basically a Soviet heavy even though it's Chinese. Just like the Type 59 is basically a Type T-54, a tier lower, with worse stats. But yeah, this thing won't spot that many things. You could run binocs on it, but that's stupid because it's a heavy tank. And it's not a particularly fast or a particularly accurate heavy tank. So, yeah. And that's all of its stats. I believe I didn't miss anything. If I did, I will probably find out. Yeah. Oh, that was a ping spike. We are once again playing Supremacy, and we're once again bottom tier. And the enemy team has a Glacial. I want to shoot at him just to show his armor profile. And there he is. And there also is a Jägtiger. I'm gonna switch to heat because I'm heat spamming something or the other. Now, I don't believe this guy could pen me, but if he's gonna sit there, I believe I just hit his track or either missed. Accuracy. I saw that guy running up there. I'm hoping that he got shot. Our 7-1 is not doing well. I don't believe I hit that other 69. But one of them is dead. And there. Kill on the Jägtiger. This 7-1, he's baiting all of these guys to really do stupid things because they all want the kill. But they all can't get the kill and they're all taking a lot of damage. Now, if I had the gun depression to shoot that guy, I would have. You saw a glimpse of his turret. It was red, which is pretty much a lot of turrets. Come on, 7-1. No, you died in the worst spot possible. Thanks. I shouldn't be too hard on him. It's not his fault he died. I mean, he did serve his team well. Now I'm going to switch to heat, and there. That was a really nice roll, too. And I believe he tried to hit my cupola, and my ping is being a bit bad. Switch back to AP because T28 and the T20 prototype have horrific side and rear armor, and especially top armor. Not a lot of tanks can take a hit from the top of their tank. Wow, English, please. I remember being in my Borsig and shooting a defender's engine deck, shooting down onto his engine deck and doing 1,000 damage with AG. It was beautiful. Just beautiful. But that was a long time ago. I sold my Borsig. I kind of regret that. Sitting here on 3 kills, I seem to be doing alright, even though I basically camped the entire game. We have to kill this E75. He is the greatest threat to our team. So, you know what? When in doubt, switch to Primo. No, I wasn't planning on killing the tier 9 heavy tank who's on one shot. I just bounced off the rear. I should have switched to heat. I took a lot of damage. I'm a noob, yes. Yeah, I'm a noob. Please berate me in chat some more. Switch to heat. This is really bad. And I am paying attention, yes. So now it's just who bounces. Yep, that E75 if I had killed him. Yeah, he didn't bounce, but I got the shot off first, so. Now I'm out of heat and he's got my rear, so. If I had killed him, it had been 5 kills. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But yeah, I'm apparently a noob. 3,000 damage. 63,000 credits to resupply and rearm. That's painful. Second most. If this guy had, well, that guy hadn't bounced my shot, and this guy had it penned through my cupola, it would have been so much better because I might have survived that E75 hit, and I out-reload him. Just depended on if I would have penned him. But yes, J Panther did 1,400 damage. Yes, I am a noob. Yes, I am a noob. Yep. Totally a noob. Yep. Most blade tank is a tier 7 heavy. And we're back. Well, I just watched back the video and I realized that my mic, well, I seem to unplug it a lot, but on the last battle I unplugged it, so this video needs a proper outro, and I'm not going to play another battle. So this is the proper outro that I'm going to add to it. So I rambled on about how the IS-6 is better than the 112 because depending on which gun you use, of course, a lot of people prefer the original over the heat spamming gun. But you don't have to use Primo as much in the second gun, and that's why it's better than the Glacial. Along with the fact that it's faster, its armor is easier to use, and well, not really easier. It's complicated. The IS-6 just seems like a better choice because it's not 10,000. I got mine for free. But if I were to have completely not played every single day for as long as I did, I would probably complete it up to stage 6, and then it would have been another 6,000 gold or more, which isn't bad. But if you were not able to complete any mission, it was somewhere around 15, 16,000 gold at the big outset, and that's just expensive. You can get an IS-6 for, what is it, 7,500? Yeah, beautiful sale on tier 3 to 5 premium tanks. 7,600. For 7,600, you could get yourself a very good, solid credit grinding tank that is very common. And yeah, it's just cheaper. I mean, the Glacial is a really nice tank. I do enjoy playing this, but it's just not an IS-6. And it can contend with an IS-6 if it spams Primo, but I don't enjoy spamming Primo in a premium tank that I want to earn credits in. So that's why. And I kind of rambled on there a lot, so this is my proper outro. Did I say intro earlier? Maybe I did. Well, see ya.